Hello and welcome to Fresh Box Office, and I am reviewing today the movie Dhadak, which stars Janhvi and Ishaan Khattar, and you've been waiting for this movie. This movie is an adaptation of Sairat, and let me review before you go watch it and spend your money. This is Dhadak movie review from Fresh Box Office. Dhadak is not bad. If you watch the film, you might not dislike it, and Janhvi is a genuine star. But the Dhadak, the heartbeat, is missing. It strikes me more like a rip than a remake. Bollywood forces one sequences after another. I remind myself, it's Karan Johar chill. It's Shashank Khaitan who made Humpty Sharma Ki Dulhaniya. Why you are expecting a Sairat from him? But still, it becomes so uninventive at certain points that it becomes vapid and boring. But I do hold on to the climax, and you do keep questioning whether they have altered the climax this time. So go on and see the full review to find out. To me, it looks more like a rip than remake. I think the whole idea of a remake is to recreate, but the whole idea of Bollywood remakes are just copy frame by frame. I tell myself, it's Dharma, chill, relax, it's Karan Johar. Why are you expecting a Sairat from him? But I wonder what brief they gave to the writer, or here the translators, who have just taken every frame possible to lift and just put it right there. However, the actors do pull one or two very smart acting performances. Ashutosh Rana impresses in one or two places, but overall, Dhadak is good or bad. Let's find out. The film tells the story of Madhukar and Parthve. They fall in love, as you have seen in Sairat, despite their caste and class difference. Ultimately, it's the story of how they run away to the city and if true love succeeds after all. The movie is actually textbook Romeo and Juliet, which actually inspires many films in Bollywood and regional every year. As you know already, if you have seen Sairat, it's all zingat and fun in the first half and blood and sweat literally in the second half, how they go from heaven to hell. The pre-climax portions are easy, breezy, fun, whereas the post-climax hits you like a ton of bricks and you are stunned, as we saw in Sairat. But in Dhadak, the climax is slightly altered. I won't tell you, obviously. But Shashank Khaitan knows that all this while you have been waiting for that climax that had left you petrified and stunned in Sairat, and he plays with your mind and mood with his craft and tools. The last shot is a tense, no music, 2-minute, uncut, moving shot that follows the movement of one of our primary characters, and it ends right there with a big reveal. It is employment of good craft from a Bollywood filmmaker who has made a largely vapid film. The climax does actually inspire a tug in your heart. But the film ends abruptly. Then and there, no music, the credits rolls, and the film is telling you now go sink. From Sairat's pastoral and beautiful bucolic backgrounds, Dhadak has moved on to India's most popular wedding destinations because Karan Johar has to cater to NRIs. Now it's Udaipur. Udaipur is being shot very stylishly, but I don't see a single shot that is not explored in pre-wedding and destination wedding film. And in that, the cinematography comes extremely short and extremely terrible for a Bollywood film. As a result, when the couple leave the city from Udaipur to Mumbai, Nagpur and then Kolkata, we don't feel a sense of displacement, loss, confusion. They look pretty confident and they look like they can make it in the city. And that actually doesn't help us invest anymore in the characters. Comparisons are odious but obvious. Sairat made you think, reflect, act over so many of the sins that caste and division brings. For a movie based on caste system, I didn't find a single mention or a single point where I could contemplate on, oh, this is wrong. And not to feel this kind of a thing in a movie which is primarily based on this Nagaraj Manjule story, which has become a modern classic, is kind of a pity, isn't it? Despite the shortcomings, when the music comes, you actually glide in. Ajay, Atul, with their sense of rhythm, are just magical. With Dhadak, they have given us a piece which has become the part of our life, but when the picturization doesn't match up to that standard, you do feel let down. It's such a pity that Dhadak title song has been shot like a holy album video. Now there is Mere Manzilon Ko, which was an astonishing piece of song, and it hasn't been done justice by the cinematography team. However, moving on, the production design, as usual from a Dharma production film, is neat, sharp, the editing is quite sleek. I will go on to say that Dhadak is not a bad film. By Sairat standard, obviously, you may not be as happy, but Dhadak in itself as a standalone film is not bad. But is that reason enough for you to go and watch it? You decide. 2 stars.